Hello. If you have a Shih Tzu or are thinking about getting one, you know they are full of personality, but sometimes learning where to pee and poop can be a challenge, right? After all, nobody likes surprises scattered around the house. What if I told you there's a super effective method, in just 8 steps, to help your Shih Tzu quickly learn where the right place is to do its business? Yes, it's possible, and you're about to discover how. In this video, I'll show you all the details in a very simple and direct way, so you and your furry friend can enjoy a more relaxed and cleaner life at home. Even if you've tried other methods before, I'm sure you'll find a new tip that could make all the difference. And the best part? At the end, I have a super bonus tip, one that many people don't know about, and that could be the solution you've been looking for. It's definitely worth watching until the end, so you don't miss this exclusive tip. Oh, and if you love learning about the pet world and want to receive practical and fun tips regularly, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's quick, and this way, you'll stay updated on all the news to help your Shih Tzu and have an even better experience with him. So, are you ready to take this first step? Let's go together, and I guarantee you and your Shih Tzu will love the results. Now, let's jump right into the first step of our infallible method. Step 1. Creating a specific bathroom area for your Shih Tzu is a super important step that many people underestimate. Just imagine, just like we need a fixed place for our needs, dogs also feel the need for a spot they can recognize as their bathroom. When you define a specific space for this, you help your Shih Tzu understand exactly where to go whenever he needs to. But hold on, it's not just about picking any corner. There are some details that make all the difference so your dog really learns and feels comfortable. First, choose a quiet place, away from your Shih Tzu's bed and food. This helps him better associate that space as his bathroom. Ideally, this space should have no distractions because, as we know, Shih Tzus are very curious and easily attracted by anything that diverts their attention. If you can keep a potty pad or tray in the same spot all the time, you'll notice that over time, he'll start to recognize that area as the right place. It may happen that, at first, he doesn't get it right away. But that's okay. With patience and some attempts, he will learn, and every small success should be rewarded, as he is understanding what you want to teach. Also, leaving your dog's scent on the pad helps reinforce this association. It's like he thinks, here's my smell, so this is my bathroom corner. So, by creating this specific area, you're simplifying the learning process and making everything clearer for your Shih Tzu. Step 2. Choosing the right type of potty pad or tray can make a big difference in the success of your Shih Tzu's training. Often, the mistake of not hitting the right spot comes from the discomfort he feels with the type of material on the floor. This happens because, just like us, dogs have preferences, and some materials may be more or less appealing to them. There are various options on the market: disposable pads, washable pads, trays with synthetic grass, and even those with a plastic base and grates. But which one to choose? Let's find out. If your Shih Tzu is a puppy, a disposable pad can be a great start. They are practical, absorb well, and help keep the area clean. But pay attention, some dogs prefer firmer surfaces. If you notice he's not adapting to the regular pad, try a tray with grates, which provides a firmer feel. For adult dogs or those used to walking in parks, a tray with synthetic grass could be an excellent choice, as it mimics the outdoor environment and helps the dog better associate with the time to do its business. Another important point is the size of the pad or tray. Choosing one that is too small can cause discomfort, and he may even avoid using it. Conversely, a pad that is too large can make him lose track of where the right bathroom is. Try out different materials and observe your Shih Tzu's reaction. This simple adjustment could be all he needs to finally get it right. So, invest in a choice that makes sense for him, and you'll see how the learning process will be faster and smoother. Step 3. Establishing a regular schedule for feeding and walks is one of the secrets for your Shih Tzu to learn to do his business in the right place. It may seem simple, but this regularity helps his body create a natural rhythm, making the training process easier. Just as we have our schedules for eating and doing our activities, dogs also benefit greatly from this routine. When you provide food at the same times every day, your Shih Tzu's body starts to adjust, and he will feel the urge to relieve himself in a more predictable manner. And here's a powerful tip: right after a meal, most dogs feel the need to poop. So, if you take your Shih Tzu to the right spot right after he eats, the chances of success are much higher. This works even better with walks. Take him for a walk at fixed times during the day. Over time, he will learn that this is an opportunity to relieve himself and start preparing for it. By establishing a routine, you not only facilitate your Shih Tzu's learning but also make his day-to-day life more peaceful and organized, which dogs love. Predictability gives him security, and with that, stress decreases. Gradually, he will understand that it's time to eat, and then comes the time to use the bathroom. This daily repetition creates a positive cycle that greatly simplifies training. Try this routine for a few days and see how he adapts. With patience and consistency, your Shih Tzu will get used to it, and you'll have a more relaxed and predictable dog, along with a much cleaner house. Step 4. The rewards method using treats and affection is a super effective way to teach your Shih Tzu to pee and poop in the right place. After all, who doesn't love a good incentive, right? And dogs adore it. Whenever he goes to the bathroom in the right spot, offer him a reward. It can be a treat he loves or that special affection he enjoys. This positive reinforcement helps your Shih Tzu associate the correct behavior with something good and pleasurable, encouraging him to repeat it. But here's an important tip. The reward should be immediate. If he uses the bathroom in the right place and you take too long to give the treat or affection, he may not associate the reward with what he just did. So, be ready and offer the treat as soon as he finishes. Also, use a cheerful and loving voice to praise him for his good behavior. This further enhances the positive effect of the training and makes him understand that he is on the right track. If he makes a mistake, avoid scolding or severe reprimands. Instead, focus on reinforcing the correct actions with rewards. This way, he will gradually understand where the right spot is and feel motivated to get it right. Over time, you'll notice that he will start to go to the right place on his own, seeking not just the treat but also your affection and approval. Try this method and see how the combination of treats and love is powerful for training your Shih Tzu. You'll be amazed at the results, and he will feel increasingly confident that he's doing everything right. Step 5. Observing the signals your Shih Tzu gives when he needs to use the bathroom is a key element for successful training. Many puppies show small behaviors when they are ready to pee or poop, and identifying these signs can help guide him to the right spot in time. Keep an eye out. He may start sniffing the ground intensely, walking in circles, showing restlessness, or even moving away from where you are. These behaviors are like alerts and indicate that he is searching for the right place to relieve himself. When you notice one of these signs, take him immediately to the designated bathroom area. This quick action helps your Shih Tzu understand that when he feels the urge, that is the appropriate place. And don't forget, as soon as he goes in the right spot, praise him and offer a reward, whether it's a treat or that special affection. This creates a positive association and encourages your Shih Tzu to repeat the right behavior. Over time, he will start to go to the right spot on his own. This step requires attention, but by observing the signals, you are creating a learning process that will become increasingly natural for him. Try this practice and watch as the results begin to show, bringing more tranquility for both of you and helping keep your home more organized and clean. Step 6. Avoiding severe reprimands and correcting your Shih Tzu at the right moment is essential for effective training. When he goes to the bathroom in the wrong place, it's natural for your first reaction to be to scold him. However, for dogs, this can be confusing and even hinder their learning. They do not associate a no or scolding with something that has already happened. They need a correction at the exact moment of the behavior to understand what they need to change. If he pees outside the designated area and you notice it late, just clean the area without drawing his attention and stay focused on the successes. By correcting him at the right moment, calmly and in a firm voice, he can understand what is being taught. Whenever he goes to the right place, reinforce it with a treat or affection, emphasizing the desired behavior. This positive reinforcement strategy builds the dog's confidence, making him want to please you and get it right more often. Remember that severe reprimands only cause stress and fear, making learning even harder. Teaching with patience and consistency is much more effective and helps your Shih Tzu learn in a relaxed manner. This method will strengthen the bond between you and create a more harmonious environment. Try this approach of timely corrections and observe how his learning will flow naturally, without fear and with much more confidence. Step 7. Using simple and consistent commands is an essential part of training your Shih Tzu to do his business in the right place. Dogs learn best with direct and repetitive instructions, so choosing a short word or phrase like bathroom or pee here and using it every time he is in the correct spot will greatly aid his learning. The clearer you are, the faster he will associate the command with the action you expect from him. Consistency is key. Use the same command every time and with the same tone of voice, without variations, so that he understands exactly what it means. Every time he goes to the bathroom in the right place, praise him and repeat the command. This reinforces the idea that he is on the right track and helps solidify the learning. Over time, he will begin to understand that when he hears that specific word, it's time to go to the right spot. It's as if the command becomes a cue for him to remember what he needs to do. Avoid using too many commands or changing the words, as this can confuse your dog and hinder his learning. Simplicity and repetition are powerful allies here. Try this technique of direct commands and see how your Shih Tzu will start to respond quickly. This method is effective, reinforces communication between you, and makes learning feel much more natural and easy for him. Step 8. Being patient and consistent is fundamental for your Shih Tzu to learn to do his business in the right place. Remember that everything is new to him, and it will take time for him to fully understand what you expect. With each mistake, instead of getting frustrated, focus on the small progress he makes. With patience, you create a positive environment where your Shih Tzu feels safe and comfortable to learn. This security is crucial for him to absorb each lesson and feel confident in repeating the correct behavior. Consistency, in turn, is what helps him correctly associate the place and time for doing his business. This means maintaining a routine for feeding times, taking him to the right spot regularly, and using the same commands. All of these actions, repeated consistently, facilitate understanding and make learning much faster. Remember that even with all the training, accidents will happen. In those moments, take a deep breath and continue applying the same techniques, as training is a process. Persistence and patience will make all the difference in making the behavior a natural routine for him. Over time, you will see the results and realize that by practicing patience and consistency, learning becomes lighter and more effective for both of you, leading to a harmonious relationship full of good moments. Super bonus tip. Here's a super bonus tip that can transform the routine for anyone with a Shih Tzu: neutralizing odors from the wrong places. When your dog does his business in undesired locations, it's normal for an unpleasant smell to linger. But the good news is that there are simple and effective ways to eliminate these odors, preventing your pet from returning to the same spot. A great solution is to use white vinegar. It is a natural disinfectant and neutralizes odors without leaving chemical residues. Mix equal parts of water and vinegar in a spray bottle and apply it to the affected area. Let it sit for a few minutes and then wipe it with a cloth. Additionally, baking soda is a powerful ally. Sprinkle it over the area where the accident occurred, let it sit for a few hours, and then vacuum it up. This helps absorb odors. Keeping your home free from unpleasant smells is essential for your Shih Tzu to avoid confusion and continue learning. With these tips, you ensure that he knows where the right spot is, contributing to a more pleasant and healthy environment for both of you. Try these solutions and feel the difference in your home. So, did you enjoy discovering the infallible 8-step method for teaching your Shih Tzu to use the bathroom correctly? I'm sure that by following these tips, you'll achieve incredible results and make your life with your pet much easier and more enjoyable. Remember that patience and consistency are fundamental in this process. Each success should be celebrated with affection and rewards, and each mistake should be handled calmly, always focusing on learning. Now that you have these valuable tips, how about putting them into practice? I would love to hear about your experiences, so don't forget to leave a comment below sharing your Shih Tzu's progress. And if you want to keep receiving more useful tips on how to care for your best friend, subscribe to the channel. This way, you'll stay updated on all the news and learn more about how to make your pet's life even happier. Let's embark on this journey of learning and love together. Your Shih Tzu deserves all the care and attention, and with these tips, you're on the right path. Until next time.